From the 1011 Now Alert Center, this is the Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening and thank you for joining me. I'm Jessica Blum with your headlines for Tuesday, April 14th. First, a terrifying moment out of the Omaha Metro. Police say a 3-year-old kidnapped and cut with a knife at a Walmart this morning. The woman accused of taking him now dead. The woman shot and killed by officers in Omaha this morning has been identified as 31-year-old Noemi Guzman. And we want to warn you, the body camera footage and images released by Omaha police are disturbing, showing the moments leading up to the shooting. It happened at the Walmart near 72nd and Pine Streets. Our sister station in Omaha has been there all morning and afternoon to bring us the latest.
Dead and a child injured following an officer-involved shooting at this Walmart here at 72nd and Pine in Omaha. Police gave us a press release detailing the events that happened here on this Tuesday morning. It all started shortly after 9:15 when police encountered a woman who had held a 3-year-old boy at knife point. Police told us that that woman did not know that 3-year-old child and that she had kidnapped that 3-year-old child. When they tried to get her to drop the weapon, the police tell us that the woman did not reply to their commands or respond to their commands and instead started attacking the boy. That's when police opened fire, killing that woman. The boy was taken to the hospital with some injuries. We're told he will recover, but right now the scene has returned to normal. You can see traffic moving in and out. The Walmart has since reopened. They have released a statement calling this incident unacceptable and are working with police as they continue this investigation. Reporting in Omaha, I'm Ron Johnson.
Thank you, Ron. In other news, a woman was seriously injured after being hit by a trailer on I-80 near Waverly this morning. It happened just south of Waverly on I-80 around 11. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office said she had been a passenger in a pickup with an attached trailer that was hauling wood. LSO reports there were some issues with the vehicle, and when the driver and woman pulled over to check out what happened, the woman was hit and run over by a trailer. She was taken to a hospital in Lincoln, and LSO says she appears to be in stable condition as of about 3:30 this afternoon. Traffic was not seriously impacted as it all happened on the shoulder. After several years of trying, Omaha Senator Michaela Cavanaugh was finally able to bring one of her biggest priorities to the finish line, expanding free meals for Nebraska students. Cavanaugh was able to secure private funding to cover a 5-year pilot program bringing the Hunger-Free Schools Act to Nebraska. That anonymous donor covering the cost difference between free and reduced meals at public schools through the 2031-32 school year. It's an effort to get kids fed so they can focus on their education. For example, a full-price elementary school lunch is $2.50, and the reduced price is 40 cents. The pilot program will now use those donor funds to reimburse the school for that 40 cents. Senator Carolyn Bosin of Lincoln got an amendment successfully added that will bring the same coverage to private schools, with money appropriated through the state's general fund. Lincoln mother of 3, Randy Ezefluque, telling us it's comforting for her to know her kids won't have to go without food.
For me, it's just that stability of knowing that there's nothing that I can do that's going to impact their ability to eat, to start their day with a full stomach, to, run all that out and get some more before they come home and stuff, so.
Schools will have to apply for the program and report to the state how many qualifying meals they serve. The Department of Education will compile a report on the program impacts student metrics, due to the legislature by December of 2032. Painted Tree Boutiques has more than 60 locations across the country. It's a place for vendors and local small businesses to set up shop and build their brand. But in just a couple weeks, the business will be shut down, closing every store for good. News that comes as a complete shock to the business owners inside. Some of the vendors we've spoken with at the Lincoln store say it's been an emotional and confusing day. Many of them now coming in and out of the store, packing their things after the sudden closure. They all found out about that closure via an email from the chain this morning that they tell us was a complete shock to read. That email announcing Painted Tree would be ceasing all business operations countrywide immediately, including here in Lincoln, and that vendors who use the space now have just 10 days to get out. We spoke with a few of the small business owners inside, and here's what they had to say about the news.
I wouldn't foresee us getting any of our, due payments, any of our safety deposits we have on any of the booths, not to mention, the funding that we have put into the booth, fixtures, wall aesthetics, things of that nature that are fixed to the building. We're not going to see that money recouped back to us. So unfortunately, we're going to be out probably, thousands of dollars.
Two vendors told us that around a quarter of their profits came from their location at Painted Tree. Another saying this was her only storefront at all and had no idea she even needed a backup plan, let alone so suddenly. We'll have interviews with other vendors as they process this news from 1011 Sam Cobb tonight at 10. Lincoln's new downtown skate park is open, marking the first portion of what will eventually be a nearly 10-acre space south of the Haymarket. It's now called the Canopy Yard, located at 7th and N. The park is open from sunrise to sunset, including a quarter pipe, rails, and ledges, as well as something skaters have been looking forward to, a large 9-foot-deep clover bowl. City officials say the local skate community helped out with the design, and it's now the largest skate park from Denver to Des Moines.
We're standing next to nearly 30,000 square feet of skatable space. It's big, it's thoughtfully designed, and it gives you a lot of ways to ride. Designed by skaters, for skaters, and built to last.
The rest of Canopy Yard is expected to be done by the end of the year. City officials say it'll cost a total of $25 million. The skate park you're looking at accounts for $2.4 million of that price tag. The park is now the largest fundraising campaign in Lincoln Park's foundation history. Journey fans, it's the news you have been waiting for. Journey has announced the new date for its concert at Pinnacle Bank Arena after the group had to postpone their original performance due to illness. The rock band will perform Monday, July 6th at 7 o'clock. Now, if you previously had tickets, those will be honored for the new date. Another Husker is staying put with more roster retention continuing for Fred Hoiberg. Nebraska basketball announcing today that Cale Jacobson will also be returning for his senior season. The Ashland Greenwood alum played in every game last season, averaging 5 points while shooting over 52%. In the regular season finale against Iowa, Jacobson scored his career best with 15 points. Jacobson's return comes in addition to Price Sanford and Braden Frager both coming back. Leo Curtis also staying in Lincoln. And the accolades are stretching past the basketball court as senior guard Sam Hoiberg was named a first-team academic All-American for his performance on the court and in the classroom. The team announcing the honor today. Hoiberg, who graduated in December, had a 3.479 GPA, majoring in sports media and communications. He's the first player to win the award in 10 years. Hoiberg led the team to a historic 28-7 season, notching the Husker men's first ever wins in the NCAA March Madness tournament. Finally tonight, and rounding out your night beat, is a check of the 7-day forecast. Still watching out for the potential for some severe thunderstorms in far southeastern Nebraska in the coming hours. Though I will say on Wednesday, there could be even more thunderstorms in the area of eastern Nebraska in the afternoon, evening, maybe threatening some gusty winds and some hail as well. So just keep your head on a swivel the next couple of days before we'll dry out on Thursday, warm up again before the winds and a strong cold front will come through and bring a more widespread severe threat on Friday for much of the state. The backside of that system will bring in a good wind on Saturday and much cooler temperatures, as high as you see will fall into the 50s and lows down below freezing Saturday night and into Sunday morning.
You've been listening to The Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.